Hi friends, in the before section, I discussed about int, float, complex and boolean values, boolean data types. In this section, I will discuss about string, the basics of strings. In later section, we will discuss in detail about string. Here first string means string is a sequence of characters. String is a sequence of characters. String is a sequence of characters and we can represent string in Python. We can represent string is either in single quotes or in double quotes or in triple quotes also. Either in single quotes or in double quotes or in triple quotes also. Here x equal to Python and the x value is Python, but here always the string written output in single quotes only. String written output in single quotes only. And the next for double, here we take in double quotes, but the string written in single quotes. Always Python written string in single quotes only. And the where we use these triple quotes. The triple quotes we used in multi-line strings. Multi-line strings. Multi-line string means not one line, more than one line. Multi-line means more than one line. I take S1 equal to Python control J. Python is a programming language. The syntax as unterminated string literal. Why? Because it is a multi-line. Here from multi-line, this single quote or double quote is not acceptable. Only triple quotes only are acceptable. Here I take triple quotes. Then it return output. Python is a /n, a programming language. Why it returns /n means it represented a new line. Python is a /n, a programming language. /n represented a new line. These multi-line string is used to, this triple quote is used to represent multi-line string. And the next one is slice operator. Slice operator means we already know what is slicing. Slicing means a small pieces. Here I take x equal to Python. X equal to Python. Python. From forward direction onwards, it will count like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From backward direction onwards, it will count like this -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. The address of P is 0 and the address of Y is 1, like that. These are the addresses of the particular specified characters. And the next is, this is the slicing operator syntax, starting and this is the starting and this is the ending index. Start position of an index and end position of index. Here I take x equal to Python. For example, here I take x equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. The index value of, this is the syntax of slice operator. 1 is 0. The zeroth index position of string is A. So it return A. Like that, 1. The first position of index of string is 1, B. So it return B. Like that, x 1 is to 7. Sorry, x 0 is to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But here I take x 0 is to 9. So it return first 8 values. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, like that. And x 1 is to 4, 5. B, C, D, E. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the expected output is B, C, D, E, F. But here it written B, C, D, E. Here why? Because from starting onwards, from starting position, it takes starting index position only. But here ending position, it consider end minus 1. For ending index, consider n minus 1. So here n value is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it return B, C, D, E. This is the slice operator. In later section, I will discuss what is in detail about strings and string methods. Here another example is x 5. The value is A, B, C, D, E. Here I didn't give any starting index. But if you didn't give any starting index, it consider the by default index is 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It written A, B, C, D, E. Already I tell why this 5 convert to 4. Here for ending index is consider end index minus 1. End index is 5 minus 1 is 4. So it return up to 4 values, 4 index positions. And again x 1 is to 3. Here I didn't give any end index position. Then it consider the end index. What is here? The end index is 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It consider the end index. So it return the from starting index is 1. From B to H, I. It return output. Similarly, here I didn't give any starting index and ending index. So it consider from starting to ending. This is about slice operator. And the next one is start and step. The step is nothing but increments. Step is nothing but increments. For example, in this ABCDFGHI example, we want one alphabet. I want C, A to C, C to E, C, E to G, like that. That is called increment. X I didn't give any starting index and ending index, but I want here I gave step is C. 1. 1 means A jump to B, B jump to C, C jump one step to D, D one step to E, like that. For example, here I take X 2. Here I take step as 2. Then it print A to C, C to E, C, E to G. Step 2 alpha, C jump 2 alphabets after. E jumps two alphabets after, like that. For example, here I take x minus 1. Minus 1 means we already discussed. Minus 1 means it count from backward. Start from backward direction. Here minus 1 means I. It written I X G B F E C E D C B A, like that. Similarly, minus 2 means I G E C A. I G E C A. X C I G E C. Like that, minus 3 means you jump I to 3 steps after. F I to F, F to C, like that. X minus 3. C. I to F, F to C. C of after C, we don't have any another alphabet, so it stop increments. This is about slicing operator, and the next one is type conversion. The next one is type conversion. Type conversion is nothing but conversion of one data type to another data type. In here, we discuss already 5 basic data types: int, float, complex, boolean, string. These are the basic data types of Python. From this, we convert one type to another type. Type conversion is also called as type casting or type coercion. First, integer. From integer to we convert any type except complex type. Except complex type, we didn't convert integer to complex only, but we convert integer to boolean, integer to float, integer to complex, and integer to string only. But in string to integer, we convert only integer type and base 10 integer only. We convert integer type. Integer type means we will discuss now. First of all, we convert integer to any data type. Integer to float, integer to complex, integer to boolean, and integer to string, except complex type. We didn't convert integer to complex type. See, integer to 10.5. 10. From float value, it converted to integer value. Next, integer value here, boolean value is true, false, right? True. Here, true value is 1. So it return 1. And integer false. Here the false value is 0, it's return 0. And next, integer to string. But we have one small twist in strings. We can convert string to integer also, but string should contain base 10 integer. Should contain base 10 integer. Here base 10 integers means integer 10. 10. It's also on string only, because here this integer will present inside double quotes, so it is also string. And next, integer 0b 1. This is a binary value. This is also convert string. Example here 0 b 1. Invalid literal print with base 10. It's not a base 10. 0 b 1 is not a base 10, so it throw an error. Next, int string. Int string means invalid letter for int. Base 10. Because it's not a base 10 integer. It's a string. And this is about int conversion. And next, float. Float also we can convert any type to float except complex type. See, I forgot to tell how to convert int to complex. How it thrown error. Integer to 10 plus 5j. Int argument must be a string, a byte-like object, or a real number, not complex. Int argument must be a string, a byte-like object, or a real number, but not complex. See, if we try to convert int object, try to convert complex number to int, it thrown this error. Argument must be a string, but not a complex like that. And the next one is float. Float also we can convert any type to float except complex type. Except complex means like now already discussed. Float 10. 10 is the integer, right? So 10.0. Float 2. Like false also it returns 0.0. And next float 0b111. This is the value of 7 in binary form. It returns 7.0. But it is also converts float to string, but the same rules. It is in a base 10 form. Float 10.567. It return 10.567. It is a string. Actually, it is a string because it is in double quotes. It is a string and it is a base 10 value. It is a base 10 value. So it return output. For example, float Python. It is not a base 10 value. It simply thrown error. Could not convert a string to float. String to float. It convert, but it is in base 10 form or integer only. This is about float. And the next one is complex. Complex is convert. Complex can convert any type to complex. Complex can convert any type. See, complex can convert any type to complex. Here I convert integer to complex. Like that, complex of 2. Here true value is 1. 1 plus 0j. False is 0j. Complex of false 0j. Complex of 10.5. 10.5 plus 0j. Next, complex of 0b111. 0b 0b111 is not defined. Wait. Complex of 0b111 15 plus 0j. 15 plus 0j. And next, complex to string. Complex to string. 10.67. Sorry, here I forgot to give another double quote. 10.78. 10.78 plus. It is also accept string value. The string value is also in base 10. Complex 0B 111. 7 plus 0G. Here in place of 0, I written 0 O, so it thrown error. Next, complex of 67.89. 167.89. But the another form is there to describe complex. Complex 12.45. Here 12 is the real number and 45 is the imaginary number. See, 12 is the real number and 45 is the imaginary number. This is the another form to implement complex number. And next is complex of 0B 111. Complex argument is a malformed string. Complex argument is a malformed string, but this complex also accept base 10 integer only. It's not a base 10 integer, so it thrown error. This is about complex. And next is boolean. Boolean is also very simple. Boolean can convert any type to any type, one type to another type, which is in bool 12 plus 7J. True. Why? Because boolean means true or false, true and false values. True and false values. True and false values. If the answer is 0, then it returns false. If the answer is 1, then it returns true. Like that only it consider. Boolean 0. The answer is false. For example, Boolean 7. It return 2. It also accepts strings also. Boolean Python. It return 2. Like that. If the here the output is false. Why? Because in Boolean data type, then nothing here, it means nothing is there, so it returns false. If for example here Boolean, here we have character is also one value, so it returns true. For example, it is a empty place, it returns false. It considered as a 0, so it returns false. For example, in that there is a place character also is there. Space is also one character, so it returns true. Boolean of 120 0B bool1 4150 true, but it didn't return any values. It returned only true and false values only, but it accept, it convert one type, any type to any type, convert boolean to string, boolean to integer, boolean to float, boolean to string, and boolean to complex also. This is about boolean. And next is string. String is also accept any string to integer. See, string to string 10. See, it is in string 10. It convert string to integer also, string to float also, and string to boolean also, and string to 10 plus 6j complex also. String is also accept string to any other type. String to int, string to boolean, like that. String is also accept all data type. This is about type conversion. In later section, we will discuss what is list and what is tuple and what is set, frozen set, dictionary, remaining data type. After completing the data types, in clearly we will discuss what is string and what are the methods in strings, like that. Thank you.